Is this message, is it between Charlie Adelson and Donna Adelson?
It is, yes.
Okay, can you read us the message from August 2nd here?
Charlie Adelson says, did you see in the paper where the state star witness that rented the hotel room is a convicted cocaine dealer? Maybe those guys were just up in Tallahassee buying drugs and just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Maybe the coke dealer did it because Danny did not pay him for his drugs, just like he stiffed everyone else he did business with. This whole thing is just crazy.
So at this point in August, you said Garcia and Rivera, they had been arrested for at least 2 months, right?
Yes.
And at this point, Charlie Adelson, according to Charlie Adelson, and according to him, he and his mother had been extorted for almost a year and a half as of a couple months ago.
That'd be correct.
In this message from Charlie Adelson, though, does it appear to spitball another theory of Dan Markel's murder besides the extortion, that they've supposedly been extorted for the last 2 years by the killers?
It does, yes.
And when law enforcement investigated, did the hitman actually hang out with a local cocaine dealer who the police interviewed, and he gave them information about the men he sold drugs to?
Yes.
Okay. And that was in the paper.
I'm sorry?
And they're talking about the fact that that was in the paper.
Yes.
Okay. And that maybe that coke dealer's the guy that killed Danny.
Yes.
Maybe Danny was buying drugs from him, stiffed him, something like that.
That's what it says, yes.
Okay. What's next after this? After Donna Adelson says, I did not see that, which paper?
Charlie indicates that it was in the Tallahassee Democrat, and Donna that she has stopped reading everything.
And does she say, wow, exclamation point, I've stopped reading everything?
Yes.
Does she say, what are you talking about? You told me that they've been extorting us for 2 years.
Sustained.
Is there anything about extortion in these messages?
There is not.
All right. Last thing we saw from or at the beginning of the presentation, we saw that in Donna Adelson's phone, she said that he was telling the truth in his trial and the truth is out. Was there another message to Wendi Adelson after she told Wendi Adelson? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Is there more messages here?
There is, just the end of that conversation.
Okay, thank you. Can you walk us through these and then I'll move on?
Certainly, it's just the conclusion of that the guy admitted to selling them cocaine and hanging.
Okay, is this the end of the conversation that we just saw?
It is, yes.
Okay. And do these messages mention extortion?
They do not.
All right. Going back to November of 2023, did we find messages in Donna Adelson's phone from November of 2023 when the verdict was announced between Donna and Wendi?
Yes.
Okay, can we see that message? Or maybe this, okay. She says there's a verdict. This is on November 6, 2023. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Was a verdict delivered, meaning read out loud by the clerk or by the judge sometime between 5 p.m. and 5:15 p.m. on that day, November 6th?
Yes.
Okay. When does Wendi send her next message?
At 5:27 p.m.
So this would have been after the verdict was rendered?
Yes.
All right. And she says, I love you very much. Call if you feel like you can. Is that right?
Yes.
And how does Donna Adelson respond? Can you read that message?
Your brother protected you for years. Now you are not guilty. Your lawyer took very good care of you. You can bury me in the dress that I bought for Lincoln's bar mitzvah.
And was that sent at 5:31 p.m. on November 6th?
It was, yes.
So about 15 to 20 minutes after the verdict?
Yes.
All right, so now we know the time of the verdict, sometime between 5 and 5:15 p.m. on November 6th. After the verdict, was there evidence found in Donna Adelson's phone that Donna Adelson and Harvey Adelson began to plan to flee the country?
Yes.
All right.
It's argumentative.
Can you walk us through what was found in her phone from after the verdict?
So there is a conversation, again, in WhatsApp between Donna Adelson and a representative from Vietnam e-Visa regarding getting a visa for herself and for Harvey.
Okay, and are we going to go through the entire visa chat here today?
We are not.
Okay.
It's quite lengthy.
Are these just some excerpts from the visa chat?
They are, yes.
All right, before court today, did you have an opportunity to look at States 58, the visa chat?
I did, yes.
Okay, and are these true and accurate depictions of the chat that was found in the Cellbrite between Vietnam e-Visa and Donna Adelson?
Yes.
At this time, I move 58 into evidence.
Any objection?
Yes, sir.
States 58 is admitted.
Thank you. All right, if you could walk us through a few excerpts from this chat.
Yes, again, we can see that this is between Miss Adelson and the Vietnam visa. And the first message in this conversation starts on November 7th at 3:55 p.m.
Okay, so is that within 24 hours of the verdict?
Yes.
Can you go back to the last one? What is that first message from? What does that first message say in this chat?
It's an automated message in the WhatsApp group, and it states that messages and calls are end-to-end encrypted. No one outside of this chat, not even WhatsApp, can read or listen to them. Tap to learn more.
And the only way we're reading them is because we were able to take or seize the phone and get the information off the phone.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Can we look at the first messages sent in this chat? Can you read this to us?
Sure. Hi, Daisy. I'm trying to get a fast track emergency visa for Vietnam.
Same objection that we talked about sidebar.
Overruled. This has not been published before the jury. This is the publishing of the evidence at this time. You may continue.
I'm sorry, you left off at fast track emergency visa for Vietnam.
I filled everything out on the online application. I filled out the visa option. I wanted the fastest I can get it, put in the applicant details with our photos approval. It's for Donna Adelson and Harvey Adelson. Yes, that is the site we applied for online. I just do not see how to pay for this.
Okay. And what's next?
She says, if I do not get there until the 12th or 13th of November, is that a problem? If I am putting down November 11th as the date to arrive.
Okay. And then did they talk a little bit about how long her visa will be for?
Yes, she indicates I would like the 90-day visa and clarifies 90-day multi-entrance.
Okay. What happens when she finds out there isn't enough time to get a 90-day visa? Because it's an emergency fast track one.
So her reply is, if we get a 30-day visa, can I extend it while I am in Vietnam?
Okay, but then the chat says we can arrange for the 90-day.
Yes.
All right. If she were to, like, let's say that, and I know that they didn't get the visas till a few days later, but let's say she got the visa on November 7th and it were a 90-day visa, that visa would extend to February 7th.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the choice that they gave her, the 90 or the 30 and extend.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, eventually in this chat, does she send she and Harvey Adelson's pictures?
She does, yes.
Okay. Are they letting her know all the things that she'll need to provide?
Yes.
Okay. And does she say 90-day multiple entry is what I would like as fast as possible, and that next Monday, as the next Monday to receive the visas, will be fine?
That's correct.
Okay. What's next? They've received her email.
Correct.
And she sends her picture. Does she send Harvey's picture as well? Okay, thank you. Now, at some point in this chat, is it getting close to her flight date and she has not yet received her visas?
Yes.
Okay.
In addition to the photograph, she also sends copies of their passports.
Okay, and this is the flight information as far as where they're flying into, the date of arrival, the email, and the type of e-visa it is.
That's correct.
Okay, she gives them her flight information. Is that right?
Correct?
Okay, now we're 5 days later, and does she say in capital letters, now it is almost 10 a.m. on Sunday. We take our flight tomorrow at 8 p.m. That is 30 hours. She's afraid that she's not going to get it in time. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, what happens next?
So the response is that we will send e-visa to you within 21 hours from now. It's fine for your flight. Please don't worry.
Okay, and does she actually end up getting her visa?
She does, yes.
Okay, can you walk us through the rest?
Yes, so this is November 13th, 5:28 a.m. She receives a visa for herself and for Harvey Adelson.
Okay. Now, was there other evidence that showed that the Adelsons did not have plans of returning home anytime soon? What was found on her phone as far as her Amazon deliveries?
So there was a message to herself, kind of as a reminder, and this was on November 8th, to stop Amazon deliveries.
Okay, and was there a note left in their apartment to sell a belonging?
Yes,
Okay, does this indicate that this is who Wendi should call to get the paperwork so the gun can be sold if it is to be sold?
yes, as it needs to be sold with the paperwork.
All right. What about, we've heard about Donna Adelson's planner. Was there some entries in the planner for the week after Charlie Adelson's trial that indicated they weren't planning to come home anytime soon? What's the first entry here?
So the first entry we see is sell and list jewelry, dishes, implants, comics.
Okay, and what date was that?
I'd have to go back to the top to see the date of that, which we actually don't have on the top of that.
Okay, I think we do have it in evidence. So,
Okay.
what number is that? Okay, so the first entry you're pointing out here, though, I'm sorry if you could go back to the highlight.
Oops.
And so that was to sell jewelry, dishes, implants, and comics.
Yes.
All right. Did they have a note about packing for Vietnam? Okay. Was there also notes at the bottom about canceling disability insurance?
Yes.
Two, in fact.
Yes.
Was there a note for, I'm looking in the middle of the screen here, for Wendi to tell Dan regarding Vietnam, and he must tell Charlie on his private line? Is that right?
Yes.
Would Charlie Adelson have been in custody at that time?
Yes.
And if the Adelsons were to call Charlie Adelson and tell him they're going to Vietnam, would that call be recorded and available to law enforcement?
Yes.
If Dan, Charlie's attorney, calls Charlie to tell him that information, would that call be private and law enforcement cannot listen to that?
That's correct.
Okay. Are there some more entries in this planner? Is there an entry regarding child support at the top? Okay. If they were paying child support for Charlie's trial, does it show that they intended to pay, or they have a note about this child support through November 2025?
That's correct.
So they're making a note of that for the next 2 years in advance.
Correct.
Because at this point, we're in November of 2023.
Yes.
All right. And then looking down, we see that note's on Saturday, November 18th. If this planner was collected by law enforcement in Miami on November 14th, would this have been like a note of a reminder to yourself in the future that you've made here on the 18th?
It could be, yes.
Okay. And is that reminder, tell Wendi, do October expenses for 3 properties and enter in computer.
Yes.
Okay. I asked you when the first entry was. We see the end of the week is Saturday, November 18th. So I think you can probably see what week we're on, but I'm going to show you what's marked as states. 59A. Looking at this first entry here that we saw of selling the jewelry, dishes, implants, and comics, what day was that?
That
planned
was Thursday, November 9th.
for? Okay. So that would have been 2 days after the visa chat and 3 days after the verdict?
Yes.
Were there text message on Donna Adelson's phone where she is trying to communicate her plans to Wendi Adelson?
Yes.
Okay. Can you go to those messages? Here in these messages, is she letting Wendi Adelson know they need to talk to her? It's not about the case. They need business assistance. They need to help her with personal things and business stuff. Please respond to them. Please talk to them.
Yes, that they need her to help them. Yes.
Okay. What do we have next?
November 10th.
Does Donna Adelson, I'm sorry.
She provides 2 contact cards to Wendi, stating that you need to have this info.
And is one of those for an attorney and one that looks to be for a property, a condo in a certain tower?
Yes.
All right. Were there other messages to friends where she's trying to convey information?
Yes.
All right. Looking at this message on November 7th, is Donna Adelson saying to her friend Annie that she can't say why, but the Adelsons, may need you guys to come here, both of you. Wendy's not responding, and we have an issue that we cannot discuss over the phone. I know this sounds crazy, but I assure you it's not. I wish I could tell you more. Stand by. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. And then at the bottom, she says, Ron may have some work to do here.
Correct.
All right. What's next? Does Donna let her know that she's copying her on different emails and things? She'll explain everything. She's holding off talking to her.
Correct.
Okay. And then was there evidence in Donna Adelson's phone of why they chose Vietnam? Why Vietnam was chosen as where they were going to go?
There were searches related to extradition, which would have contained Vietnam as non-extradition.
Okay, can you show that to us? Okay, and when did she Google list of United States extradition treaties?
It would have been on November 7th.
Okay, so the day after Charlie Adelson's verdict?
Correct.
And the same day that she got she first started the chat for the emergency fast track visa?
Yes.
One second. No further questions. Thank you.